Hello, my name is Danita Putri Rahmani from University of Indonesia. I would like to take this opportunity to elaborate my paper with the title Analysis of Cultural Vocabulary Translation in Translated Short Story, Apfel und Messer. Let's begin with the introduction. Culture and literature, they are somehow interrelated. How do we see that? We can see that from the culture-related components that displayed in a literary work. They appear through the use of vocabulary that exists in a particular culture. Therefore, literary works are useful media to introduce culture to its reader in an entertaining way. To reach a wider range of readers, literary works are often translated into several languages. When a literary work is translated, the cultural vocabulary in it requires to be translated with certain techniques and considerations. One of translated literary works is what I'm going to talk about. Apel dan Pisau. This is a short story written by Indonesian writer Intan Paramadita. In a book called Spinner of Darkness and Other Tales, the short story is translated into two languages, English and German. With main themes about woman, family, and culture in Indonesia, the translation of this story is interesting enough to be discussed, because there are so many words that closely associated with Indonesian's culture. However, I will only talk about the German translation of this story, titled Apfel und Messer. This led us to these questions. 1. How does translator translate vocabularies with meanings that closely associated to its such culture? And number 2, are the translated vocabularies equivalent? Now we are going to talk about the research methods. This is a qualitative descriptive research with comparative and document studies methods. The process done by gathered all the cultural vocabularies in search and target languages, then categorized them by the theme. In this research, the activities category was chosen. Then the document studies was conducted to figure out the meaning of vocabulary on both languages. Next is a table was created to compare the meanings and to determine the meaning equivalence. Now I'd like to turn to analysis. From the analysis on the short story, 3 cultural words were found in a search language. Those are pengajian, silaturahmi, and arisan. To analyze the translation, these theories were used. The cultural translation theory by Smith and Klein-Brule, the equivalence of translation theory, and the meaning and principles of translation theory by Larson, the shift of meaning theory by Newmark, and the shift in form theory by Catford. Let me elaborate further on the word pengajian. This is an activity that contains the reading of the Quran, the reading of prayers and sholawat, as well as the delivery of lectures by Islamic religions experts such as Ustad, Habib, or Kiai. The word pengajian was translated into 3 different words in German. The first one is Koranrezitation. This translation used addition technique. That is the technique of adding additional information in the translation. There was shift of meaning from general to specific, and the result was equivalent. The other translation is Koranrezitationen, which has the same meaning with Koranrezitation. This translation also used addition technique. There was shift in form from singular to plural word, shift of meaning from general to specific, and the result was equivalent. Another translation is Rezitationen. This translation used equivalent term technique. There was shift in form from singular to plural word, shift of meaning from specific to general, and the result was also equivalent. The next word is silaturahmi. This is a term to describe family bond and friendship. In daily use, it also implied as an attempt to strengthen those relations. The word silaturahmi was then translated into two variations. The first one is Forman von Familien feiern. This translation used equivalent term technique. There was shift of meaning from general to specific, and the result was equivalent. However, there is another one that was not translated. The translator put the word silaturahmi in italic. No translation technique is possible to be done when no equivalent term was found and to maintain the cultural atmosphere of the search text. Moving on to the next word, arisan. That is an activity of collecting money or goods with the same value by several people. Then they draw periodically to determine who gets the money or the goods. This activity is held until all members have a turn. Arisan then translated into 4 words in German. One of them is formellen Zusammenkünften. This translation used addition technique. There was shift in form from word to phrase, and the result was equivalent. Another translation is Zusammenkünften. This translation used equivalent term technique. There was shift in form from singular to plural word, shift of meaning from specific to general, but the result was not equivalent. Another translation is formellen Familientreffen. This translation used addition technique. There was shift in form from word to phrase, shift of meaning from general to specific, and the result was equivalent. The last translation is richtigen Familientreffen. This translation used addition technique. There was shift in form from word to phrase, shift of meaning from general to specific, and the result was not equivalent. And now we have come to the conclusions that addition technique was the most used technique to translate cultural vocabulary in Apfel und Messer. Another techniques used are equivalent term technique and no translation. Out of 9 translations, 6 were considered equivalent, 2 were not equivalent, and 1 was not translated.